everyone, welcome back to the Zulcron Sports YouTube channel. You join me in my garage. I'm doing a little bit of bait prep, ready for the Christmas season ahead of us. I've got 4 days left at work from Monday, finish on Thursday, and then I'm off for a whole month. So I am getting all my bait ready, so it's ready just to grab, put in a flask and run out the door. Let's get into the bait prep. Today I'm making some cart of boilies, as the name is flying around at the minute on the northeast fishing groups. I'm doing them the way that Danny Swan has shown everyone how to do them. Very kind of him. He posted a video the other day in one of the groups, basically showing exactly how he does his. And if you remember in the last video where I started in my garage, I said that his were very neat and smart, and they catch him a lot of fish as well. So hopefully they can do me very well as well. My garage is very messy. I've just chucked all my gear in back from Arbroath after catching that lovely cod, which them scales might be very, very wrong. The more I look at it, the more I think it's a double, but I'll not claim it's a double. I'll not even claim it's a PB because I'm not like that. I don't lie about my weights or anything like that, so it was a definite 8 pound plus, so we'll leave it at that. Some lovely coral from Joe Morrison as the sun shines through the window. Yeah. So for those that don't know, coral comes from the same crab as we get cart wings from. The coral is just the stuff that isn't inside of the wings, that they scrape out and put into tubs and then sell separately. It's essentially the stuff that the cod love that's inside of a wing, which is the coral. Which is why sometimes sticks, which you make them into, or carp boilies, can fish a lot better than wings, because they are just pure coral, the stuff that the cod wants. So, right, I will set up the camera and I'll bring you back. So, the way I'm going to be doing them is, Danny Swan does his in a tea bag, mainly to make sure they are all the same size. I'm not too bothered about making them all precisely the same size. I just care about them looking neat when they are baited up on the hook. Nice and smooth, nice and streamlined. So I'm going to take his method and make it my own a little bit. Okay, so grease-proof paper. Okay, you can buy rolls of it and stacks of it and meters of it for a couple of quid. Cut it into a square. I'm literally just going to take a handful of the coral, which you can see here. It can be very messy, so make sure you've got a hand towel beside you as well. Okay. I'm not going to make these too big, because like I say, it is pure coral and you don't need too much of it regardless. Not in my experience anyway. So just a little pellet or boilie is what Danny's referring to them as. So what I'm doing here, if you can see, I'm just grouping it together. And now I'm just going to wipe my hands on the side of the tub, making sure I'm not wasting any of this good stuff. And then I'm going to fold the greaseproof paper over it, almost like you're rolling a cigarette, a rollie as we call them up here in the northeast. Oh, I'm making a right pig's ear of this now. I'm on camera. Right, there we go. And now tuck it underneath, pull the sides nice, tuck it underneath, and now give it a good roll. Okay, and now I'm picking it up into my left hand. I'm going to twist the bottom just a little bit to start with, and I'm going to place my finger down the hole where the coral is and push the coral towards that nip that I've just made at the bottom. to make it secure and compact. Okay, there we go. And then the same with the top, you're going to roll it from the top. Don't want to compress it too much too early, because you'll get coral going up into this bend here. If you can see it, up into there, which you don't really want, because that's just a waste when it comes out the freezer. So if you start off near the top, it should work a treat, and then it should look like a little parcel, like that. If you can see that with the sun. Like I said, should look like a nice little parcel like that. To start with anyway, right. And now we're going to grab some tin foil. Again, you can buy rolls of this for a couple of quid. And what I like to do is make the grease-proof paper around, if not longer, than the sheet of tin foil that you've got. It makes it easier to peel all the tin foil off once we get it out the freezer later. Okay, so you just roll this up. When you suck eggs on this, it's quite easy, this one. Roll it up nice and neat. It doesn't have to be perfect, like. And basically you're just going to twist each end and make it even more compact than it already was. Look at that. Perfect little cod and boilie is what we're calling them. Good stuff. Right then, welcome back to the final part of the preparation for cod boilies. Them bad boys. It will have only seemed like a second for you guys, but it has been over 24 hours for me. I found myself pretty busy last night, and unwilling to come back in the garage late at night. So yeah, I'm going to quickly prep a few of these now. Like I say, I'm at work for another week. I'm going to try and get back up to Arborough this week, straight after work, hopefully. Right, so this is going to be your first glimpse, and my first glimpse of these. So that grease-proof paper obviously works a treat. That tin foil, unravel it. Grease-proof paper. Oh, a little bit of it sticks to it, but it's nothing to be worried about. So that was nice and easy. Peel a little bit of that off. Not bothered about it all being off. There you have your cod boilie. That's a lovely size, that as well. That's probably just a little bit bigger than the shank of the hook. Should go just above the knot nicely. However, I am going to be using this on the Dingle Dangle rig, so who cares? Right, so I'm going to be following Daniel Swan's methods. So I'm going to be putting a knife halfway through this. It's a bit fiddly. Oh, too far. All good though, we'll get the tights back together with that one. The tights will hold this together, no bother. And so there you go. Nice big slit down the boilie. I'm gonna grab my tights now. Happy with that placement there though. Right. So, get your tight, pull it relatively tight. Open the little hole up that you've just made. And feed some of that tight into it. All was explained. All knowledge of this was gathered through Danny Swan. So Danny, cheers again. And I'll pull this nice and tight. And give this a wrap or a twist, like so. Once you twist it, get some bait elastic. Now just a big. Oh. Overhand loop on it. Overhand loop. that nice and tight. Once you can get your thumb out the way, of course. There we go. I'll just snap it off. You should have something that looks like that in the tights. Happy with that. So, I'm going to get this one in the freezer because, as you can see, off the friction of cutting it open, it's starting to melt. So, let's chuck this one straight in. Ooh. Jackpot. Right, next one. Lovely jubbly. Oh. And there you have it. And there you have it. That's pretty much all there is to it. Long-winded process, yes, but it's definitely worth putting a little bit of time and effort into your bait. Saves you being in an absolute mess when you're down on the beach catching a few fish, and then you realise you haven't knocked quite as many up as you would have liked. All that good stuff. So I'm going to go and get a couple more of these done, ready for hopefully a midweek sesh after work. But yes, if you have liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the beach anyway. Cheers. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Zulcron Sports YouTube channel. Tonight, I'll take a seat. Tonight I'm out on the Northumberland coastline with a couple of lads. Stewie Harden fishes up here quite often. He's here with us now, and Danny Logan is out with us as well. We've got a nice northerly swell pushing down. We're in the rough stuff, real rough stuff, heavy kelp, big rocks, boulders, all that good stuff. Exactly where the big fish hopefully will be playing out. But yeah, it's a poor tide, but we're fishing it from low to high, and we're just out here giving it a go. Conditions look decent, so we should be able to get something out. We're going to give it a couple of hours here. If we get nothing, we're going to shoot somewhere else for high and hopefully catch the fish somewhere else. Apologies, but yeah, that's the plan for the night anyway. I'll quickly do my rigs and stuff, and I'll bring you back and show you. So then, rigs. I've got me 7-ounce gripper, 30-pound rotten bottom, smiley clip onto a 100-pound rig body, bead, power swivel bead, and as you can see I've already got my shock leader attached there, onto a 70-pound hook length, onto the new business end, the Dongle, perfection loop, Mutsu circle, sea glow, absolutely fantastic hooks. onto a £100 braid, which I said I'm going to upgrade to £300 after Christmas. It's not quite Christmas yet. It is the 21st, I believe. £100 braid anyway, a couple of knots tied in it for the bait elastic to bite into. Bait then, I got some lug on there. Got some cod boilie that I made. If you remember in the garage, I should have showed you the clip right now. In this video, sorry, not right now, but in the video at the start, there should have been a clip of me making these, hopefully. And then just a little rotten bottom clip that attaches to my lead, and that keeps the bait all clipped down and nice. But right, I'm going to get this chucked out and wish me luck. Right then, we have moved marks. I will do a quick bait up. So there's my dongle, affection loop. We've moved a little bit further south, behind an island to stay out the way of the swell, because it was a bit wishy-washy in there. Right then, so I'm literally just going to bind that onto the back of there. Danny and Stewie are just to me left there. Bit of Vita peeler, and I'm going to put a bit of squid on as well. I've got some squid somewhere. Look at that, Joe Morrison's squid as well, just as good as his cart wings. Obviously that's his cart wing, absolutely massive. Fantastic baiting. Joe, as always mate, thank you very much, you know the score. Some lovely squid there as well. Open this up. I like to cut this square at the top like that, open it up and just wrap it around everything, including the grass. Ah, fantastic. Using some slightly bigger baits tonight because I'm just fishing into holes and gullies more than anything. Come on. Gonna go through another bait up. So my first cast on this new mark is out there. We only had one cast on the other mark, but aye, it was just a bit too heavy for in there. Cod boilie. That I was making earlier. So basically with the slit you can obviously feed that straight down and push it nice and tight, and then sit your hook straight on top. And what I like to do, which I've just figured, not just, but last couple of casts I've had, you can sort of hook it through the knot that you made. And just sort of feed it over that. Don't pull too tight, too hard, because you'll rip your tights. There we go. Just like that. And now pull your dongle right down through the crack. Bosh. Happy with that. And now, like I said, just pull that tight. Get your elastic. I hope you could see that. Hope I wasn't showing it below the camera. Like so. And as you can see, I could probably get away with using a lot shorter dongle as well. I've still got a lot of excess at the bottom there, that's not really going to be doing much. And really wrap it around that knot that you've created there as well. Like so. Really push that tight. Nice bit of edible peeler crab. I'm just going to wrap this around the bait. Nice and big. Plenty of scent in these. Obviously making sure it doesn't mask the hook at any point. Nice and slowly just wrap it around this bottom part. There we go, and that should nip in tight. Like so. And now I'm just going to hold that dongle out the way a second and do it a couple up and down the bait and through the shank of the hook, if you can see that. Go. And now I am happy with that bait. Let's go on my hook. Nice and easy. Plenty of scent. Come on, the cod. First fish of the night. Horrible, ugly little rockland. It's not a bad one either, that, but not what we're here for. I think we are going to take another move because we've had 3 casts now on this other spot. We are fishing for the better fish, but there's not so much action at all, no bites, nothing. So I think we're going to take a little ride back down the coast again and try somewhere completely new. The swell's a lot bigger than we expected. It wasn't forecast for this. There's no wind, and the wind that is here is from the west. We've had strong winds out at sea that are northwesterly, so we're presuming obviously that's what the sea up. which is good, but we didn't realise how strong it was out at sea. So we haven't chose marks very wisely, I don't think. But anyway, I'm going to get this little fella back. And get my gear packed up, and I'll bring us back when we're on the beach. Cheers. Right then, next bait, about to go out, and I've blinded myself, I literally can't see anything now. Cod boilie that I made in the garage, that dongle is far too long for it. However, we will still give it a go. But it'll just mean it'll move a little bit after the cast, which is fine. It looks absolutely fantastic, what a bait. Dongle straight down through the middle of the bait. Like I said, it could do with being a bit shorter, but keep tweaking, we'll get it right eventually. Well, it's been a very, very poor night. It's turned into a windy one as well. Not nice. Danny's had one, probably about £1.50, £2 or something. I had that rockling earlier on. We've been to a couple of different marks. Not much is happening at all. But the wind noise is awful. Absolutely horrible. So, thanks again for all the support, all the likes, subscribes, all the good stuff. It's really appreciated. But yeah, it's getting windy, it's starting to rain. I'll see you in the next one.